Endgames could be difficult. So in chess, after you made a great deal of effort trying to get into a winning position, you get to the very end of the game, but it's not finished. You still have to exert clear focus attention in order to convert. Here, for instance, White King very wisely positioned on c6 here, keeping an eye on the c7. Therefore, the Black King has to move around that pawn, because if they lose it, definitely going to be very easy for White to win. So what's the plan? Leave the White King where they are. Let's try to move the second rank White pawns up so that they getting closer potentially to the destination, the back rank, and do the advantageous trade. Now, we push out 3 pawns. Now, Black tries to break through with a5. Now, we don't have to push the pawn up to b5 because that's the way to draw. So we don't want to draw. Absolutely, because you think that if you push the pawn, you may have the wishful thinking that the king is going to go a8, but they're not. They're going to go c8, and they're going to defend c7, and you don't have room to wiggle too much. So we have to take. Having reached this position, what's important to understand here is that we got apparently 2 paths here. We either go to b5 or we go to d7. Which one do you think, guys? So we're spending a couple of seconds maybe here thinking about what to do next, and we should come to realize that actually a move like king to d7 is by far the best, the fastest, the correct way to win here. We might be winning with king b5, but it's more difficult and risky stuff, whereas d7 definitely clearer. Why? Because even if the Black King goes to b7, now we're going to play this absolutely super cool move c5, because we're taking the b6, c6 covered. So in this simple fashion, we blocking the Black King's activity. And I'm not sure where they're going to go next. If they go b8, we're going to push again c6, and then this guy on c7 is going to be captured. Now, they pushed c6, that's what the engine did, but now, not a problem. They're going to lose the c6 black pawn. We're going to play king d6. And now we took the pawn, also winning opposition, not mentioning there is access to the other black pawn, but let's be very practical. King to d7, practical, practical, practical. 1, 2, 3, white queen or rook is coming, but of course, you take the queen because that's the way to win the fastest. So again, we pause it here, guys. You're very familiar with this king and queen endgame. Thanks for watching. Re-practice and see you next time.